What's up all the people on the internet? My name is Malo and this is DailyPlus. Hello everyone, once again, and welcome back to DailyPlus, your favorite show about everything Eurovision. Today we're taking a look at a couple of Eurovision news stories, we have a fun fact about some Eurovision songs, and of course we have the song of the week. So without further ado, let's get started. And we are starting with the news that this week the EBU and SVT announced a running order for this year's Eurovision semifinals. A couple months ago an allocation draw was held in Sweden to determine in which semifinal and which half of the semifinal the songs would be performed. At this point it was also revealed in what semifinals the Big Five in Sweden would vote. Now, it's just been tradition over the past couple years, SVT then sat down to figure out what would be the best way of doing the running order to ensure that there would be variety in the songs in each semifinal. The final running order is now been released and you can see it on the screen right now. This is the running order we will see in the semifinals on the 10th and 12th of May at this year's Eurovision Song Contest. The Eurovision Song Contest takes place the 10th, 12th and 14th of May. Do you think this running order is good or bad for your country? Let us know down in the comments. Nina from Croatia has finally released a music video for her song Lighthouse. A preview video for the song was put up on the Eurovision YouTube page back last month. However, it was stated by Nina that that wouldn't be the official music video. Now we finally know what the official music video is and you can find it on Nina's Vivo page. This music video has a very sci-fi theme and you can see a little clip of it here and let us know what you think.
'Cause there is a light guiding my way, keeping me safe in ocean's rage. They're in the sky, hiding away.
Croatia will be performing 5th in the first semi-final of the Eurovision this year. This is the country's first ever entry since they last took part in 2013. We also have a couple English versions of some of the songs taking part in this year's Eurovision. Amia from France has released the English version of his song called Looking For You. Take a listen to that version right here.
I looked down to a point of no return, nothing to lose, nothing to learn. All I could do was feel your burn. I was hoping that you would be ready at last to leave the worst and take the best.
France is one of the countries that are automatically qualified for the grand final, since they are part of the Big Five countries, aka the countries that contribute the most to the EBU. France is currently climbing the betting odds as one of the big favorites for this year's Eurovision. Do you think France can win? We will find out in May. And finally, we also have an English version of the Bosnia Herzegovina entry. Dalalandin has officially released the English version of their entry, with a brand new music video for the song on the way. Not only that, but the instrumental has also been slightly revamped, which is something you can also find in the official Eurovision version. Take a listen to some of the song right here.
Love is all, wishes paradise, gives you everything, but you gotta pay the price.
Bosnia Herzegovina will be performing 17th in the semi-final one. This is the country's first entry since they last took part in 2012. Well, there you go, that was all the news we had for this week. It wasn't much, but I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. Now let's take a look at today's fun fact. As some of you may know, a song is not allowed to be longer than 3 minutes at the Eurovision Song Contest. However, it wasn't always like that. The rule was put into the Eurovision Song Contest in 1958, after the longest Eurovision song was performed in 1957. The longest Eurovision song ever comes from Italy. The song is no less than 5 minutes and 7 seconds. The EBU then decided that maybe it was a good idea to have a limit on how long a song can be. And ever since then, a song has only been allowed to be 3 minutes on the big Eurovision stage. But what is the shortest song ever in the Eurovision history? Well, we actually only have to go 1 year back. Last year, we saw Finland sing the shortest song in Eurovision history. Coming in at 1 minute and 27 seconds, this is definitely a very short song. And unfortunately, the song and Finland didn't manage to get to the grand final of last year's Eurovision in Vienna in Austria. What do you think? Is it a good idea that songs are not allowed to be longer than 3 minutes? Maybe you wish the songs were shorter. Maybe you wish the songs were longer. Let us know down in the comments. And finally, it's been time for the song of the week. Today we are going back to 2001 when the contest was held in Copenhagen, Denmark. We are taking a look at that year's 4th place entry. We are going to France. It is Natasha Saint-Pierre, a French-Canadian singer who represented the country in 2001 with Je ne suis mon âme.
Même si tu dis que je fais partie de toi, que notre histoire nous suivra pas à pas. Je sais tellement que l'amour
till foresover vi alla en kultur.
Shiona Monal managed to get 4th place at the Eurovision Song Contest in 2001. It is definitely very much a fan favorite, and it was also one of the bookmakers' favorites to win the Eurovision back in 2001. Back then the contest was 100% televote, and unfortunately France saw themselves beaten by countries like Greece, Denmark, and of course the winning country Estonia. Well, there you go, that was all we had for Daily Plus this week. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, remember to leave a like and a favorite, and of course click subscribe button for more of the shows we do on here. And I would definitely advise you to do that, because coming very soon we have a brand new show called Road to Stockholm, where we're taking a look at all the songs and artists for this year's Eurovision Song Contest. If you want all the latest Eurovision news as soon as it comes out, then remember to check our website, esc-plus.com. We have news, we have interviews, we have polls, we have everything you need. Check that out if you want. But that's all I have for this time. See you next week.